Hey everyone, it's Taylor here, the Serial Hobbyist. Thank you so much for visiting my page and watching this video. Today I'm showing you how I made this agate-inspired custom tray that I made for a friend who owns a company called Favor and Grace, and she makes beautiful polymer clay earrings. Go check her out. So as you can see, the first thing I did after mixing my resin and mixing in my white mica powder and gold acrylic paint was layer down a layer of the white resin, just kind of randomly, however I felt like doing it, so that they weren't all going the same way. And I did a couple layers of that. I think I might have even added in some silver resin, but I mostly did white. And then I took my gold and kind of just edged it in there wherever I felt like I wanted it. And in hindsight, I wish that I had not used quite as much gold and perhaps used a different gold. I actually think this might have been liquid gold leaf. And it was a little dark for my liking, and I ended up doing a second layer of resin over what I'm showing you in this video, just of white, like how I did before the gold. But overall it was really beautiful, and as you can see here, I added in some gold resin with the gold acrylic that I mentioned previously. That kind of added a little bit of a lighter touch and muted the harsh gold a little bit. And then I continued with my white resin, just layering in zigzag patterns all over. And I did notice on the side by me, there were some areas that the resin didn't coat, and that had to do with me using a baking sheet under this, and the baking sheet kind of was a little concave, so the edges were a little bit higher. So I would recommend not using one of those and just putting it flat or finding some sort of hard flat surface. And another thing that I did was add clear in between all of the white and in between all of the colored pigments in my resin, so the colors wouldn't bleed together. So here's the finished product. I love how they turned out. As I mentioned before, I added another layer of white, just crisscrossing over with the clear to coat the top. After I unmolded this tray, I took it down to my shop and sanded the edges so there were no sharp edges that would pierce into anyone, and gilded the edges with a gold leaf paint. I hope you folks enjoyed seeing how I made this agate-inspired tray. Please click the button below to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos on different hobbies that I will try. Thanks again.